Eden, past, present, future. I started on the path to Eden. It is lined with old, gnarly apple trees that are devoid of apples and thankfully snakes. The path closely follows the River Eden. In places where the water is shallower, there are many stones and red pottery visible on the riverbed, and I find myself wondering just how they got there. Perhaps these paths were once full of busy people working on and along the river, or in the many mills built along the river in days gone by. I imagine horses plodding hard upriver, pulling flat-bottomed wooden boats laden with goods to sell at the Cooper market. A dull grey sky, but it does not hinder the gathering of blackbirds, twittering happily in the treetops. The trees in the woods are so beautifully adorned with gold, russet, and fading green leaves, and they rustle in the gentle autumn breeze. I carry on with my walk, then notice that it is so quiet and peaceful that I stop and watch as a rain of gold leaves fall all around me in slow motion, and I realize I can actually hear them land on the ground. So many leaves have fallen that the path ahead along the Hawk Park is truly paved with gold. I meet many people walking their beloved dogs along the way, and so the path will continue to be used long into the future. Coming out of the park, I keep east along Eden, heading along a path that is out of town and into open countryside. Ahead there is a widening in the river and a weir. It is an enchanting place, and I am transfixed by the reflection of a tree stretching across the river to meet me in the present. The still waters of the river remind me of the past that is quiet and almost forgotten, in contrast to the energy of the water flowing forward to the sea.
I would like you to think about being a selkie. So if you don't know, a selkie is a creature that is a seal in the water and is a human on land. The things I would like you to look out for is seaweed. So sometimes seaweed can be selkie hair, so you have to look at it very carefully and see if you think that it might be selkie hair and not seaweed at all. The second thing I would like you to think about is any unexpected ripples when you look out on the water. So if you look at the water really hard, are there any bubbles or ripples that you think might be a selkie or a seal, because they'll still be in the water? And the third thing I would like you to think about is, are there any hiding places around where a selkie might have hid their coat? Because a selkie has to hide their coat when they come out of the water so that they can put it back on again when they go back out into the sea. If there is anything that you see and you go, wow, that would be super interesting to a selkie, why don't you take pictures or draw it, and then you can let us know all about it. We would love to hear about what it was like to have selkie eyes.
Storytelling is one of the oldest art forms in the world, opening the door to creativity and connection. Those with profound and multiple learning disabilities are often excluded from making those connections. Multisensory storytelling opens up this art form and allows them to experience storytelling with all of their senses. Hi, I'm Jill White and this is To the Beach, a multisensory story inspired by St Andrews and coastal walks with my son. The sun is shining bright today. I feel its warm glow. We're going to the beach. Take my hand and off we go. As we get closer to the beach, I can hear the seagulls call. And the sound of the waves crashing against the harbour wall. I feel the sea spray on my face, cold and wet. I see the fishing boat in the harbour, hauling in its net. Down on the beach, I dig my toes into the sand. I like the feeling of all the different shells in my hands. We explore rock pools. The water sparkles in the sun. I feel the slimy, slippery seaweed. Oops! A crab! Run! We've had a lovely time at the seaside, but now it's time to go. So dust off the sand. Take my hand and let's go home. The end.
During lockdown, Quee and I found daily walks helped us process our thoughts. Focusing on what we saw, listening to the sounds of the sea and tuning into the immediate environment, it was absorbing and inspired our creativity. We wanted to help bring attention to details around us, to encourage other people to notice what they heard or saw on a walk. Through Seapath's social media and online sessions, we've enjoyed connecting with others, singers, dancers, actors, printmakers, painters and musicians.
This is a piece of music we did in response to looking at a very slowly swirling bit of water